Hello, it's Sarah, and I am so grateful that you are joining me today. We're going to do an energetic clearing to clear out the Grail as well as the energetic torus around us. So, if you're not familiar with the Grail for me is the energy center that runs through us. It is our division of self, which runs completely freely from above the crown of our head down into earth. It is what connects us to divinity and divine. It is what connects us to our inner goddess. And sometimes when we're moving through things in life which might make living and being connected a little bit more difficult, it can get a little bit crowded. And so today I wanted to take some time to allow us to move through and clear that space because when we're able to clear the grail and clear, that torus, that energetic field that moves up and around us and then comes back in and through, when we're able to clear that energetic space, which is inside of our aura, we're able to then live in this place of alignment. We're able to connect to our own intuition and find this deep place of sensuality, maybe sexuality. Maybe it's a deep place of knowing, awareness. It's also going to allow us to connect with ourselves and feel safe and feel as though we can really allow ourselves to be who we are without the masks. Our energetic field really is like a voice that is not spoken. It's what people feel before they even interact with you, before anything comes out of your mouth. They are feeling what is around you and what you are vibrating. So, having that energetic hygiene is really important. So, today we're going to dive in. We are going to do some clearing and we're going to see what comes through so that as we clear, we can have that intimacy with ourselves. So let's get started. I want you to please find a comfy place if that means laying down on the floor, maybe on a yoga mat with a cozy blanket or on your couch or even just sitting up. That is absolutely perfect. You won't need to see the screen, just simply hear my voice. So get nice and cozy and then take a nice deep breath, pausing this video if you need to for a moment. So as you land in your comfy, cozy space, let's let those shoulder blades loop back and down. Let's let those sits bones maybe tilt ever so slightly so that we feel nice and elongated from the root all the way up through the crown. We're not lifting the nose, we're just lifting through the crown, expanding, creating space, maybe giving a little shimmy, maybe rocking the head. We're going to find a little bit of space within the physical body we are being hosted in today. Just taking a sip of water here. So as you find yourself expanding, maybe bringing those fingertips to your thumb one by one, just letting yourself know, here I am. Just connecting with yourself for a moment here today. Maybe you've been busy giving to everyone else. Maybe you were at work. Maybe you have children or pets that have been demanding your attention. Just giving your fingers a tap to your thumb to say, here I am. I am me, I am here, I am in the now as you breathe into the body. Taking a nice deep breath in, if you can, if that's accessible, we're going to exhale and sigh. Taking a breath into the body again, a little bit bigger if that's possible. And exhale, sigh. This time, just let the body relax a little bit further. Beautiful. Taking one more big breath in for good measure. And out. Beautiful. Allowing yourself now to notice how you're feeling, being honest with yourself, not judging, just simply becoming aware. Noticing if there's some irritation or some hesitancy or some resistance, or maybe there's excitement and expansion wanting to take hold. Just noticing what's shifting and swirling within you today. Rooting down. If your body is laying on the floor or on the couch, just feeling into that back body, feeling into your sits bones if you're sitting, and beginning to envision roots coming down from the body into the ground beneath you, just securing you in a little bit more, welcoming the earth beneath us, the spirits, Pachamama, the guardians of the land to support us here today. Bringing your attention to your crown now, envisioning this golden thread reaching up to the cosmos, inviting the galactics, the ancestors above us, the star spirits, to hold that mysticism, to hold that space, that magic, that life force above us. As you continue to breathe now, breathing up through the feet, all the way to the crown of the head, envisioning that breath moving from toes to nose and up past the crown. And on your exhale, envisioning that breath coming down that back side of the body from crown to heels. Letting that breath come from toes to nose and all the way up again. And then down through that back side of the body. Continuing to breathe. Beautiful. As we continue to breathe, we're going to bring our awareness out in front of us. Maybe calling in a guardian of the north to stand there supporting us. Maybe this is a dragon. Maybe this is a goddess. Maybe this is a spirit animal. For me today, this is a goddess. Athena has decided to show up here for me today, standing before us, holding this space. And bringing your attention to the left side. Maybe this is the west for you. Being guided to do this backwards today, so we're going to see how this unfolds. So to the west, it's like this water goddess has appeared, but maybe for you, this is different. Maybe this is a water dragon. Maybe this is a fish or a spirit animal or an ally or an element. Calling that in for yourself. A pillar holding sacred space for us here today. And then bringing our attention behind us. Oof. Welcoming that ally to hold space for us here today. Maybe the element of fire, warmth. I feel Aphrodite standing there, supporting us here today. And then bringing our attention to the east. The wind. Letting that ally show up for you today. For me, it's interesting. It's the huntress, which, we don't have to always understand logically who or why certain allies show up for us. So just allowing them to show up as they are without judgment, just simply in gratitude. Thank you for showing up here today, trusting that intuition, trusting it to flow through. Not everything needs to make sense, and that's the beauty in our work here today. So now that we have this beautiful circle of support around us, let's come to the center of our grail, the middle of the chalice, that heart center. And as we come into that heart center, it's like a seed here today. And envisioning us watering that seed, that energetic seed. And as that seed begins to grow, as it's tended to, as we bring in this beautiful light or energy or intention, that seed begins to grow and expand. And as it expands, it's like unclogging a pipe. It's like scraping the grease from the pipe or the kitchen drain. It begins to open and gently expand. And as it expands, it creates this beautiful tunnel, this beautiful pathway, this beautiful grail, a ladder for energy to move through and pass through. Almost like taking the elastic band off of a straw. The energy now begins to move a little freer. And taking that seed as it expands into a beautiful rose now, beginning to bud, the petals expanding. Let's let that energy of the rose rise up through the throat, almost as if dusting and clearing the way. As it rises up from the throat, through the crown, and as it reaches and hovers in that crown chakra, right above the head, it's like all the petals release now. And as those petals release, they're releasing into that torus, into our aura, and clearing the pathways as they move through. They're like magnets calling all those fragments, all those thorns to them so they can clear away our pieces of us, those aspects, those non-serving thoughts or sensation, what's not ours, what's no longer serving us, anything we're ready to let go of. It's allowing it to come into those petals and clear out of our energetic field. And it continues that sweeping up and around and out in every direction, in through that bubble of energy as it comes and sweeps down past the knees and up through the feet, through that center chalice, that center grail, up through the center of the body and out through that crown again and around. So it's continuing to come up and around, down and through, up, around, sweeping up through the feet and through. Just like an energetic torus, body, those petals clearing away. And as those petals gather and clear, they begin to disperse, disappearing like fragments of stardust into the ethers, going out into the universe, into the world to give onto someone who might need those little aspects of us that we're ready to let go of. Those pieces that are no longer serving us might be what someone needs. So sending those rose petals now into stardust so they can fly and soar and be infused into someone who's needing them right now, who's calling on that power or that skill or that aspect, who might need it to propel them forward, to give them strength, to support them. Maybe bringing your hands to your heart for a moment now. That torus, that energetic toroidal field within your aura, the shell, the torus, that energetic torrid being the energy within it. And the grail, that umbilical from above the crown of the head down through the bottoms of the feet. Cleared, connected, and humming in harmony with one another. The power of three, those three aspects. Now humming at that same frequency, your vibration, reflection of yours solely and truly and authentically. Taking a deep breath into the body. And exhale, let's let go. Let those hands come down to our lap or to the sides. Maybe inviting the corners of the mouth to rise ever so slowly. Do a gentle smile, noticing that shift as we come back into our bodies. Noticing that change as we send gratitude for the energy of the rose. Maybe some Magdalene energy. Thanking her for showing up today. Thanking our guides and our allies and our goddesses who stood in those elements that held that space for us, to the heavens and the ground beneath us for supporting us as well today. Taking as long as you need to remain in this space and this place within you. Maybe taking a moment to journal, to jot down what it is that came forward for you, what you felt. Knowing that the brain and the body are really magnificent, that they can come back to this sensation at any point in time just through thought alone. So really reflecting on how it felt, both in the body and energetically, in as much detail as possible, is really going to help you call back this sensation when you're wanting to come back here in the future. You're allowed to watch this video as many times as you need at any point in time if you want to go deeper and clear further. I am so grateful to have held space for you today. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.